What's up, YouTube? I wanted to give a brief talk about this new anime I've been watching called Gachiakuta. Don't worry, this is a spoiler-free review, so don't click off on me. I got you. If you're here, I'm assuming you saw a clip of it on TikTok, or you saw it in your recommendation list, and you aren't really sure if you want to waste your time on it, because if it's bad, you just waste your time on a whole anime you could be watching that you do like. So I'm here to tell you, it's awesome. So you can click on the video now. Just kidding. Don't do that. I need you. Okay? I don't know if I'm alone in this, but I hate watching an anime 1 week at a time. So I usually avoid all social media until the first season finishes, so I can watch the entire season at my leisure. Which is why I'm making this video. The first season final episode is aired. Yes, the first season. There will be more. So if you like it, you got more to look forward to. So if you're waiting for that to finish but wasn't sure, you're in the right place. I'm going to cover the first 2 episodes briefly, and I mean briefly. I want you to go and watch it yourself so you can experience this peak on your own. So Gachiakuta is an action-packed anime with great character arcs and designs and pretty straightforward power system. I'll get into that in a bit though. We can't talk about Gachiakuta without the main character, Rudo Sherbrick. I wouldn't say he's a basic shonen protagonist. He is, but not like what you normally expect. He's a bit dumb, but it's not brain-numbingly written in like a lot of other protagonists. Goku. Anyway, he's an orphan. I'm not helping his case, am I? Who lives in the slums of this place called, well, I know it sounds generic, but it's called the Sphere. It's basically heaven, unless you're born where Rudo is. If you're born where Rudo is, everyone is poor. Okay, so there's a hierarchy, alright? So you got the rich people, the people that subscribe to wannabe anime. And if you don't, you become dirt poor and live like a loser like Rudo. So if you don't want to be like Rudo and live like that, hit that subscribe button if you can. But anyway, there are 2 types of people in this sphere. You got the rich or the higher upper class, and then you have the regular poor, but they're both spirites. I know it's confusing, but you got the upper class and then you have the poor, but they're all technically called spirites. And if you're brokey, the rich upper class call you the tribe folk, which is where Rudo lives. He lives in the filthy, sticky, doo-doo people area. And everyone kind of just lives like this. But your boy Rudo here, he's kind of has like this thing. I don't know if I can say this, but he has what's called a trash kink. That's what I'm calling it. So he likes to like sneak into like the rich people's like area and steal their garbage. But one day, the rich people were sick of his junk. And junk. Because he broke the law. It's a huge spoiler, so I'm not going to say what law he broke. You're welcome. And I'm pretty sure whatever law you break, they only have this one system for lawbreakers. And what they do is, you go into the crash pit.
Best last crash pit ever.
But the issue is, Rudo is framed. He didn't do it. But no one believes him because he smells so bad. So before Rudo is thrown into the crash pit, he makes a vow to kill all titans. Spirites. Rich and poor. Then they toss my boy Rudo into the hole.
Well, it's definitely a hole. They weren't lying about that.
Is that hair? Seaweed? Boy, it's really circling the whole rim, huh?
Guess you gotta jump in without touching the sides.
And starts falling like while listening to Bluebird, and survives the fall. And this giant trash monster wakes up because Rudo just so happened to like land in an expedition with an elder dragon with no camps, and like immediately starts coughing because he's a noob and didn't bring any no berries. And then he starts breathing in like this miasma, but before he passes out, bro grabs the nearest thing to hit him like my mom when she's upset, and starts kicking the Valhazal's garbage ass and starts like recycling the tin part of his fucking can ass. But then his no bears run out, so he grabs a piece of rusty metal and like slices through it, anime Power Ranger style, and makes it explode like it's a cutoff from regular show. But more trash mobs come to take over his place, and he almost gets cooked. But then he gets saved by this Chad in a mask that clearly played Wild Hearts, and starts kicking the trash ass with like perfect umbrella parries. But like most trash, the more he gets rid of, the more shows up. But Umbrella Man came prepared for a rainy day, of course. Yeah, I said that. It handles it like a max rank hunter. After he saves Rudo, Rudo finds out that people actually live down here in the pit, and they hate Spherites just as much as he do. But they see him as a Spherite, and so they try to kidnap him and sell him. And apparently, Spherites are worth a lot down here. And so Rudo activates his power and wrecks all the traffickers. What'd you say? I didn't explain his powers. Well, they didn't either till this exact moment. So, okay. So, if you're special in this anime, you have the ability to be called a giver. What a giver is, you can transfer emotional energy, aka anima, into a cherished object. This cherished object that you just pumped full of testosterone becomes a powerful weapon called a vital instrument. Basically, if you take care of something every day, like an old necklace your grandma gave you, you can transform it into a weapon. This is called Fullbring. Oh shit, I mean vital instrument. If you can do this, you're called a giver. Well, like I was about to begin with, Rudo is a filthy little trash porn backlog that he just keeps in his pocket, so he can use any old piece of junk into a vital instrument, but only through the actual vital instrument that he has, which is his gloves. His gloves allow him to turn any piece of junk that he finds needing to, be used into a vital instrument. But of course, he's the shonen protagonist, and so he's still working on it. And at the moment, he can't really do it, despite doing it 3 times already in the first 2 episodes. But after he defeats the thugs, the Umbrella Academy guy shows up and asks him to join his group. The group is called the Cleaners, and basically they all have the same or similar abilities as Rudo. Everybody can have a vital instrument. It's just whatever your vital instrument changes, like technically what your power is. So it's really up to you in what you take care of. But basically they give him a sweet deal. Basically, you join the Cleaners, and in exchange, we have information for you to get back to the sphere. And that's pretty much it. That's Gachiakuta Light. I hope I convinced you to give this show and my channel a shot. I highly advise watching it. It's not going anywhere. The second season has already been greenlit, and if you plan on staying on top of it now, it's here. Now's your chance to do it. And this was my first time doing a video like this, if you couldn't tell, but I plan on doing more light reviews like this for all the new anime I think are worth it. But that's it for the video. If I convince you to give this anime a shot, and you're trying to get someone to give this show a chance also, send them my way. Let them know down in the comments below that you think that this show is awesome, or my commentary is even better. Thank you all for watching. See you soon.